What it do, Diamond Gang family? It's your boy True here, and I'm back again with yet another video. And as you guys can see by the title of this video, I'm coming at you guys again with yet another story time. And this story time is about becoming an uncle. For the majority of you guys that do have me on social media, you guys know that I am an uncle to a beautiful little girl by the name of Nariana. And so this story is going to be exactly from start to finish about finding out that I was going to be an uncle and all the obstacles and everything that we faced throughout. So if you guys are interested in knowing kind of like how that story played out, be sure that you stay tuned. And if this is your first time on my channel, what's up, guys? Like I said, my name is True. I am a junior exercise science major. I'm a former Tennessee State University student, but now I attend the beautiful campus of Austin Peay State University here in Clarksville, Tennessee. And if this is your first time on my channel, be sure that at the end of this video, or right now if you're already interested, make sure that you smack that like button. And hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure that you turn that notification bell on so that you guys do not miss a beat. But I'm going to stop rambling because we're already a minute and 10 seconds into this video, so let's get started. Okay, guys, so for the majority of you guys that know me, you guys know that I am super close to my sister. My sister is my world. We're only 2 years apart, so, like, my sister is my everything. And so, yeah, you guys can already know that finding out that my sister, that my little sister, my baby sister, was gonna have a baby, it kind of shook me, it kind of threw me for a loop. But I don't remember, like, all of everything that happened. So if I'm all over the place, excuse me, this was like almost 2 years ago. So it's like, I don't remember everything, but I do remember that back in December of 2016, I just so happened to be home. I I was on Christmas break, and I do remember that back in December, that there was a incident to where that, she did admit, or that she did admit that she was pregnant at one point. And so, I do remember back in December that was the first time it was brought to my attention that yes, your sister could be having a baby. But, I think that due to, bad pregnancy tests, if that's what you want to call it, that it kind of just rolled over as she wasn't. So, we just kind of kept going through the motions. And, you know, as the months went, she just started getting bigger and kind of, you know, kind of put two and two together and was like, okay, well, I think sis is pregnant, but, you know, we're just going to wait until she says whatever. So fast forwarding to about June, shortly after I had just came out to my mother as being a homosexual male, the news of my sister being pregnant came out as well. So it happened the night of the fair in 2017, and I do remember that we were at the fair with one of our other friends who will not be mentioned in this video. But we were at the fair with her, and I do remember that my sister and me kind of collided into each other. We were leaving from the fair, and I don't remember what happened. I think we were running, and we were leaving from the fair, and from what she says, is I crossed over in front of her and I accidentally tripped her, which is probably true because my legs are long, hello, and if you're this close to me, you're probably going to get tripped. So, I do remember her falling, and she fell on her stomach, and her phone broke that night. I do remember that. So, coming home, fast forwarding to we're at home, and she was in the room with my mom, and my walls are not soundproof, as you guys can see, because I'm pretty sure you hear me jumping, bouncing off the walls, and I'm sitting right here. But she was in the room with my mom, and I do so remember hearing my mom scream out, "Are you kidding me?" And normally when my mom says something shocked, that she's found out some news that she probably didn't want to hear. So, I think this was about June. So my mom took my sister to the pregnancy clinic that we have here in Clarksville and got it confirmed for sure, and it came back that yes, she was pregnant. So I remember clear as day, my sister comes home with this manila folder, and I'm sitting on the couch, right, and it's her and my mom's looking at her phone as she always is, and she's like, "Your sister has something to tell you," and I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at my sister like, Okay, like, just looking at her like, girl, you finna open your mouth to let me know what's going on, because I'm about as clueless as a blind person trying to play the game of life. Like, they can't see. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at her like, so she gave me like this ugly manila photo, right? And I'm like, girl, what is this? Like, come on now. So I open the folder, right, and I'm opening it slowly, and she not even looking at me at this point. She looking away, like, trying to hide these tears gonna fall down her face. So I'm thinking like, oh, my good sis about to tell me that she ain't pretty, like these tears of joy. Like, okay, I'm sitting here thinking that there's something good. So I opened up the envelope and I pull out these like five or six books talking about healthy pregnancy and pregnancy as a teen mom and all this. And I looked at my sister like, wait. And the first thing that came out of my mouth without even thinking about it was, oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed in you. But I didn't really mean that. Like, I really didn't mean that. And I don't even know why I said it, but I did not mean it. And I just remember, like, looking over and my sister started crying. And it kind of touched me in a sense because it was like, wow, Tyson, like, you should not have even just said that. So, you know, I had to go over and I gave her a hug. And I'm like, you know, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Like, you know, it's fine. It's a mistake. You know, you're going to do what you have to do. And we're going to take care of it. So yeah, as time starts to progress, we're in July at this point, and it was ultrasound time to find out what we were having. So I remember this day as well, clear as day. I was sitting on the stairs waiting on my mom and my sister to come home. So they pull into our little driveway or whatever, and the first person that walked in was my mom, and she comes in with like a bag of KFC and all this good stuff. So I guess it was supposed to be like a family, like, you know, we was gonna celebrate because it was a baby. So then my sister comes following behind her, and she had to go to work this day. So she comes following in behind her, and she's like, I got something for you. So at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, like, I'm finna find out if it's gonna be a nephew or a niece. So she gives me like this long string of ultrasounds. It was like maybe 10 ultrasound pictures. So I'm just scrolling through, looking. And the last ultrasound said girl. And at first it didn't click in my head. And I'm like, girl. And she was like, and I just looked and I'm like, wait. And so I looked at it again. I was like, oh my God, you're having a girl. Like, oh my God, I'm about to be an uncle. So like, that's when it all clicked that, yes, Tyson, you are going to be an uncle. So I just remember like jumping on the stairs and I was so excited. Like, I don't even remember who I called first, but I just remember like, I think I called my best friend and I was just like, oh my God, Kamaya's having a girl. And so like, I just remember jumping up and down. Like, I was so happy. Like, I couldn't put the ultrasounds down. Like, she was trying to take them out of my hand and I just wanted to like hold them. Like, I could not put them down for the life of me. So I was just like, I remember going, like, sitting outside with her on the porch or whatever, and I'm rubbing her stomach, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna love you, Uncle Tyson, and you're a little girl, and I can't wait to see you. We're gonna have so much fun doing fake tea parties, because, I don't know, I was just excited. So, okay, guys, so now we're in August, and as you guys know, college students always go back to school in August. Well, my plans actually ended up hindering a little bit, because I was not supposed to go back to school, well, to the school that I was attending at the time. I was supposed to actually stay home and attend Austin P, which is where I attend now. So I ended up going back to TSU on August 26th. My sister's due date was not supposed to be until September 4th. So I was under the impression that I would go back to school and be able to come home the weekend of the delivery. So I go back to school on August 26th, and I remember being on the phone with my sister as I was moving my stuff, and I'm asking her, you know, like, how you feeling? I was just talking to her while I was moving in, and, yeah, so we had a great conversation that day. So 2 days later, my sister calls me. It was about 1:30. I had just got out of my last class of that day, and she had called me, and in the call, she was like, frantically freaking out, and I'm like, Kamaya, what's wrong? And all I remember her saying was, oh my God, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad. And I'm like, what hurts? Like, you know, at this point, I'm thinking like, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, come on now. So She's like, it hurts, it hurts. Why'd you leave? Why'd you leave? Why'd you leave? I need you right now. Like, she's just going off of me, and I'm like, okay, sweetie, breathe. So I'm like on the phone with her, and I'm like, Kamaya, are you in labor? She goes, how am I supposed to know? This is my first child. I don't know what labor feels like. So the whole time I'm trying to hold back my laughter, because it was hysterical. I just remember her screaming like, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And I was like, Kamaya, you have got to calm down. So I asked, I'm like, did you talk, like, have you called mom? Have you done anything? And she's like, mom's on her way. So I'm just like, okay, well, just stay calm. So probably about 4 o'clock that day, my mom sends me a text message, and she's like, hey, I'm just letting you know that Kamaya has been admitted into the hospital, and that she's 9 times out of 10 gonna have this baby today. And I was like, wait a minute, she's gonna have the baby already. Now, mind you, we had no name for the baby. We had barely enough stuff to get by for the baby. So we were just kind of like, just going with the flow of everything. She had mad clothes and mad diapers, but she didn't have no name. So at this point, we're just sitting there, just waiting for the delivery. So I was like, my anticipation was so high. Like, I was so, like, I remember the whole day from, like, 1 up until, like, the time that she was born. I just kept thinking, like, oh my God, like, what if something happens to my sister during this pregnancy? Like, what if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to? Like, I just started automatically thinking the negatives. So my mom's, like, sending me Snapchat videos of my sister as she's, like, walking through the hospital and things of that nature. And then about 8 o'clock that night, it was 8:52 exact that night, I remember my phone started dinging off for, like, all these pictures, like, all these text messages, like, congratulations, all this and the third. And I'm like, wait a minute, congratulations? Like, what are you talking about? Like, my sister hasn't even had this baby yet. Well, lo and behold, I open up my phone, and my dad has sent pictures of a baby, and there she was, little Nariana was right there on the picture. And I just remember I screamed so loud. I was in the game room at this point, and I just remember I screamed so loud. And the only thing I remember was, like, I dropped the phone on the table, and I was like, oh my God, my sister had a baby, like, so all my friends started crowding around me, and they're like, oh, look at her, look at her. And so I remember, like, I couldn't FaceTime my sister like I wanted to, because they had her phone, or they wasn't giving her phone, because after you give birth, they give the mother time to, like, calm down or whatever. So, because it's like a state of shock that, yes, I just pushed a human out of me. So, yeah. So, I remember talking to my dad or whatever, and he had called me and was like that she did good and that she was sleeping and all this stuff. And the third, and my mom had called me, to ask me, to, like, just let me know that she was okay as well. So I remember that night at about 10:30-ish, me and my sister were having a Snapchat conversation. So yeah, guys, about 10:30 that night, me and my sister were having a Snapchat conversation, and she sent me a picture of her holding her newborn daughter. And I was just remember, like, telling her, like, wow, I'm so surprised that you had a baby. Like, this is crazy. Like, I cannot even get this, like, process this through my mind. So we were just sitting back and forth having a conversation. I remember I asked her, I was like, come on, what did you name your daughter? And she was like, I think we got to name her Nariana Lachey. And I was like, what? And she was like, we're going to name her Nariana Lachey. Now, backstory from why they decided to name her what they named her. So my sister's first instinct was to make sure that her baby has some part of her father's name in it. So they ended up taking the Nye from her father's name. And then my mom was reading something about a little girl named Ariana. So they dropped the R and just kept the Rihanna part and put it together. And thus Nariana was born. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, which I hope you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are not subscribed to my, well, not subscribed, but if you guys are not following my social media, be sure that you do follow all social media links down below, because you guys will be seeing more. You guys will be seeing more of Nariana, because of course I will have her, not all the time, but the majority of the time. And as always, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.